Today is the last of the Advent devotions, and I want us to think about love yet again. That's been our theme this week. Love is one of the big, along with peace, hope, and joy, is one of the big themes for Advent. And I want us to look specifically at a passage in John chapter 10. Here I'm reading, Jesus says, "I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The hired hand is not the shepherd and does not own the sheep. So when he sees the wolf coming, he abandons the sheep and runs away. Then the wolf attacks the flock and scatters it. The man runs away because he is a hired hand and cares nothing for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep and my sheep know me, just as the Father knows me and I know the Father, and lay down my life for the sheep." So, as you likely know, there are a lot of pastoral themes in the New Testament because that's the context in which the gospel plays out, the life of Christ and the whole narrative plays out. John calls Jesus the Lamb of God who takes away the sins of the world, and we've got all these ideas that Jesus is like the Passover lamb. He's going to enter Jerusalem, just like the Passover lambs were entering Jerusalem. And at the Last Supper, right, he sort of substituted himself for the Passover lamb. You know, this cup is the new covenant in my blood, right? It's not about the lamb. This bread is my body, which is given for you. And so we have a lot of pastoral and in particular sort of sheep-related themes. And I think if the Bible were being written today, if the story were unfolding today, it wouldn't be about sheep. Not if it was being, put in the context of Chicago in the 21st century. But there's reasons for us to reflect on this because this is the way God has revealed things. And Jesus claims to be a good shepherd. And you might not understand this, but if you're a sheep, much depends upon the shepherd. So Jeremiah will write about the fact that, the people at the time that he was writing, the people are suffering and their lives aren't working and they have no peace and no security, no rest, because, he says, you have bad shepherds, right? You're to be cared for by these leaders, and these leaders are being selfish or they're being short-sighted or they're not being good shepherds. And so if you're a sheep, then you need a good shepherd. Now, it's also worth noting, if you've been around sheep, I haven't much, but have occasionally, and when they're penned in, they're always trying to get out. Sheep want to be free. They, like all animals, right? They think the grass is greener on the other side of the fence, whatever. But you don't call a sheep that is free. You call it lost, and you might call it dead, because the sheep are not equipped to be free. The life of the sheep, it depends entirely upon the shepherd. Good shepherd, happy life for the sheep. Bad shepherd, bad life for the sheep. And the Bible makes much of the fact that it calls us sheep. It doesn't call us, something higher up the food chain. We don't get called eagles or panthers or whatever cool animal that you want to be that's, got can be relaxed and it's got muscles or really bright. Sheep are not known for being bright, and they are utterly defenseless. And so everything depends upon the shepherd. And then in light of that, I want you to hear again what Jesus says. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The hired hand is not the shepherd and does not own the sheep. Right, so when he sees the wolf coming, he abandons the sheep and runs away. Then the wolf attacks the flock and scatters it. The man runs away because he is a hired hand and cares nothing for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep and my sheep know me, just as my Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. So, look, the story is better than we can grasp. It is better than we can fully understand. Jesus, the Son of God, right? The seed of woman, the Logos, the second Adam, the Son of Man, the temple, all these statements. He is also the good shepherd. And so if you are running scared, right? If your life isn't working, right? What you need is a good shepherd. You need Jesus. We are never going to get a better shepherd than Jesus. And we need to reflect on his goodness and on the promises of the good shepherd who laid down his life. There's right, the shepherd, the hired hand is going to run, is going to scatter, right? If there's a real threat, and it's like, well, the wolf is either going to eat this sheep or he's going to eat me. The hired hand is going to say, let him eat all the sheep he wants. Jesus says, I am the good shepherd. I will put myself between you and the wolf. I will lay down my life for you. And he says he loves you, and he's gone ahead to prepare a place for you. So this Advent season, may you reflect much on the Good Shepherd. Have a good day.